Tarun, are you here?
Yes, still
Tarun,
present.
are your fish here?
Yeah, they're also doing good. I made sure to give them a late feeding so they'd stay nice and active.
You just them to stay active, aren't you? What's it called? Blackmail.
Yep.
All right, we'll mute ourselves, Tarun, and we'll hand it over to you. Enjoy.
Awesome. Share the screen. I had to press the share button to make sure the screen was sharing. Yes. Okay, so hello everyone. I just want to say a massive thank you for everyone staying up until now. You might have other commitments on your Friday night, but I think that you're all staying for this really good cause. So I'm really happy about that. So let's begin. So my project over the time that we've kind of been doing this was to really have an impact on an industry that I'm really fond of, and that is the aquarium industry. So today I'll be talking you through a line of products that I wanted to make under the name of Replast. However, before this meeting, I just found out that that name was taken. So thank you, Australian government. Let's move on. Awesome. So yeah, did I say I love fish? Because if you look behind me, I have a fish tank. And if you look to the side of me, I also have wait, no, that's a water bottle. I have another fish tank. And this, I guess, love for fish has kind of been something that's been with me since I was born. So a bit of a burden on my parents because I'm always nagging them to take me to the fish store. But now that I am slowly working towards my driver's license, it's a little bit easier. So yeah, the aquarium industry for me has just been such a huge part of my life and built kind of who I am at this point, because without fish, I don't think there would be me. So yeah, they are just such an important part of my life, which is a bit weird when you kind of think about it. But I kind of want to explain to you the aquarium industry because it's such a large part that you don't really kind of grasp until you break it down. So, excuse me, let's begin off with the small scale of the aquarium industry. So we start off with private aquariums, so people that keep aquariums to kind of have a pet. That could be in your university dorm room, or your kids are nagging you if you've got any parents here that are like, I want a pet, and they're asking you for a dog, but you settle on a fish. So that's your small scale. And then it also comes down to ornamental fish breeders and avid fish enthusiasts such as me. So from that small scale, we then move on to a bit of a medium scale, as I'd like to call it. And these are the aquarium stores. So we've got your chain pet stores like Pet Barn, Pet Stock, your walk-in aquarium stores that really specialize in aquariums. And examples of that in the Melbourne/Victoria area would be Aquatico Aquarium, but there's hundreds that you can list out. And then you've also got online aquarium stores that are really utilizing the internet. So now you can get fish delivered to your door, and it's so amazing. I've actually got some fish coming on Monday, and it's just, I'm really, really pumped for it. I'm getting some wild betters. So yeah, really, really cool. And some snails as well. So yeah. And then we kind of move on to the large scale. And this is something that a lot of you would be familiar with. And an example of that is the Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium. So these are the aquarium stores that, these are the public aquariums. Sea Life is not selling sharks. I just want to point that out. But if you are, please let me know. But yeah, this is the kind of scale where you guys, the public, can go in and really learn about the aquarium life that you can find, fish life that you can find in our oceans, freshwater streams, and things like that. So the aquarium industry now, I think you'd probably kind of grasp just how big it is. So I kind of want to tackle the whole thing. But now we kind of move on to a little bit of a doom and gloom, and that's the plastic crisis that not only is affecting the world, but particularly aquariums. And I only realized how crazy the scale of this is when I started to do this project, because literally 90% of the products that I have been using up until this point and still am contain plastics. And to see some of the photos that we have here, Fish food is contained in plastics. Lights, filters, any basic equipment, plants that you buy are grown in plastic pots. So the scale of this is just crazy. You don't really think about it until you kind of see your stash of aquarium products, and 90% of them are just straight plastic. And the unfortunate thing about this is that up until this point, there has been no, I guess, push for these plastics to be made from not renewable or recycled plastics. Up until this point, all of it is virgin plastics or fresh plastics that has been harvested from crude oil and then made into these products. So the benefit, I guess, slightly here is that a lot of the products that we get for the aquarium industry last for a really long time. However, they're still not being recycled. So that's the bad thing. And now we move on to the global plastic crisis, which targets the marine and the freshwater side of plastics. And as you'll see these pictures here, it is a really big issue. We're finding plastics in our freshwater streams, marine environments, and sometimes in the middle of the ocean in giant islands like the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which is quite literally an island of plastic in the middle of the ocean. Who knows how it got there? Probably because of us. And so what I wanted to do is target this issue. And my solution was to make Replast, which are recycled plastics used to create aquarium products. And the benefit of this would be sustainable aquarium products in the industry, less plastics in the marine environment, and a greater benefit to land and aquatic life, because that plastic isn't in the environment anymore, but it's basically being locked into your aquarium products, which are going to last for an extremely long time. So you're basically stealing the plastic for free from the environment, putting it into products that you'll actually be using and providing a really good usage for them. Because when we look at large scale places like Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium, the equipment that they're using is running some really amazing aquariums that house certain species that are being used for conservation, breeding, and for example of that would be the weedy sea dragons that are now being bred in captivity, and it's taking the stress off those wild populations and making sure that their numbers are still available in some way, shape, or form. And on a small scale, that's a thing as well, because there are certain species that are basically extinct in the wild, such as the white cloud mountain minnow, which is a really small golden fish, looks like a pencil, and that's now extinct in China, but now is in incredibly large amounts in the aquarium hobby. I could go down to my aquarium store and buy 10 white cloud mountain minnows for $10. So you can see just how these extinct species are being kept alive in this aquarium industry, and it's so impactful and is just really, really making a difference. So how will I do this? Now, my primary target is to use marine plastics as well as recyclable plastics, because I can't use fresh plastics to then make aquarium products. That goes against what I'm trying to do. So these marine plastics, like I said, are floating out in the marine environments, and my goal is to take them and create innovative and effective designs. And what I mean by that is I don't want to create just the generic aquarium filter or aquarium heater or generic aquarium product, because when people are looking in this industry, and because technology is such a huge part of it, people are always looking for the next best thing. And in order for these plastic products to really make a change and really impact people, it has to be that next best thing. It has to be the best thing that's available on the market. And that means people are going to buy it because they want to make sure that they get the best success for their aquariums. And the main goal is to also keep the lowest possible carbon footprint. And that means that we're not adding more fuel to the fire. So just want to make sure that all of these things are ticked before I actually tackle this issue. Now you may ask the demand and the impact that this might have. So you may ask how strong the demand might be. That's a valid question. But people are amazingly looking forward to this project and the products to come. Now, I've been to a lot of local aquarium stores, and because I've been there since I was a little kid, I am kind of a familiar face, which means I get discounts and things like that on fish. So that's always a good thing. But people are looking forward to this because it is helping the environment. And you may ask why, which is also a valid question. And people in general are just wanting to reduce the negative impact on the earth as much as possible these days, which is really good because it kind of lowers the effort that we need to put into creating awareness into people by saying plastic is bad, because 98% of people now realize that it is bad. Thank you to Sir David Attenborough and also Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium. So plastic awareness and the want for sustainability has become really, really important and really widespread as well. So now, let me just get this out of the way. Okay. What I aim to achieve, it's a really big goal, but aquarium products that I can provide to this amazing industry, stylish products which suit the theme of this industry, because aesthetics is a big thing. Even if you go to the Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium, it has to look good for people to have interest. If it doesn't look good, then people are going to be like, okay, that's a glass box with some fish swimming around, big deal. But the second it looks good, people want to see what's inside it and really know what's inside it. The designs, like I said before, have to be effective and innovative. And most importantly of all, it should be made from recycled plastics. Yes, loud and clear. But what have I done so far? Well, let's have a look. First of all, we have my new 300-watt aquarium heater, which is made actually from 3D printed recycled plastic. So the shell of this is 110% recycled plastics, which I got 3D printed from my school. So shout out to Southern Cross Grammar. And the next thing, and well, actually I forgot to mention, this heater I've actually been running on my aquarium for 2 months at this point. The next thing I want to show is, be prepared. Oh, my big bad boy here, here's my canister filter, and here's a vacuum molded aquarium canister filter. And 60% of this is made from recycled plastic. So the shell, everything that you see here, all these little components, that's all been 3D printed. The color didn't exactly match the gray theme that I was trying to go for, so it's a bit red. We ran out of gray, but all of this has been vacuum molded. The most difficult part of this was actually getting the cable in place, because it has to be suitable for your plug point so it doesn't catch on fire and things like that. But the only issue that I've had so far is the electrical components on the inside, because I can't exactly find a way to get that recycled. So 60% being the shell, all the housing material is all made from recycled plastics. Let's put that down. It's a little bit heavy. And the other thing I wanted to mention with the aquarium heater is that the actual inside core of this is glass, and I'm looking to get the glass to be manufactured from recycled glass as well. So at the moment that is made from virgin glass or fresh made glass. The other one is for smaller aquariums, and this was again 3D printed at my school, and this is a small aquarium heater, so suitable for the small scale industry, people that have got small aquariums at home and things like that. So at the moment, the products, I want to just kind of like really stress that they're effective. So when it actually comes to the manufacturing cost, it's a lot cheaper. For a canister filter like that, you could expect to pay around $300 to $400 at your local aquarium store. But the manufacturing of that canister filter cost me roughly about $100. And now it's running my 4-foot aquarium. And that's the thing that I really want to stress, is that these products are effective. And the second that they're effective, people want to buy them. However, I still find that there could be changes that are made, especially aesthetic wise, because once again, it's big, it's gray, and it looks really obnoxious. But the second that we make it look, let me put that down again. The second that we make it look good and look like something that people don't want to hide in their aquarium, because that's always been an issue with products. People want to make sure that you can't see them, make sure that they're hidden. But the second you make them look so good that people want to get them displayed in their aquarium and have it kind of as a bragging rights when their fish friends come over and they'll be like, hey, look at my new heater, it looks awesome. People will get interested in it. So I think that the aesthetic thing is something that I really need to work on, and also making it more effective and more functional. If I could find a way to get this heater fitted inside the canister filter, then you're basically solving 2 issues in one. And overall, it's more plastic being taken from the environment and locked into these products, and more products means less plastic in the environment. It's a full circle. So yeah, they're just some of the improvements and things that I have to do at this moment. But again, I want to stress that the products are effective and they are working. The final goal is to see RePlus products being used worldwide and a suitable source of aquarium products for all aquariums. And some examples that you'll see here are plastic products being used in the Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium, and particularly this big kind of purple water bottle looking thing there in the back is a protein skimmer made entirely out of plastics. That quarantine tub, so when new fish come in, they're actually put in there to make sure that they're healthy and things like that. That's also made out of plastics. And all of these little details, all of these little products, I want to see the RePlus logo on them and make sure that they are sustainably, well, actually, I can't use RePlus, but to see some form of logo on them to showcase that they are made from 100% or as close to 100% recycled aquarium products as possible. So that's my goal. I want to see it in the small, medium, and large scale industry, and it's definitely something that I am going to pursue because this industry is just been such an amazing way for me to grow, and yeah, just really want to see these products be used everywhere. And if you want to see these products evolve and you want to see the process of them going on, you should definitely check out this channel, because I am going to be making a video of all of these products and showcasing them and kind of unveiling my project to the big public environment. And that is my YouTube channel over there, Bodgy from Australia. So yeah, always got to, plug in the YouTube channel. But yeah, that's basically it. And I want to thank you guys so much for listening through. It really, really means a lot.
Wow. Tarun, that's amazing. You might think I was being rude on my phone there, but I was actually messaging the lead aquarist at Sea Life Melbourne Aquarium while you were talking, the one who sent the photos in that you may have used, going, would you use this? And he goes, yes. And he also has an amazing cameraman. So thank you to Sam for sending in those photos. That was amazing. And the fact that you're using them, like you've already tested out the prototype, like it's legit.
Wow.
Like it actually works. And the concept itself, like when you told us about it originally, we're like, of course. But in my head, I was thinking, yeah, he's just going to make recycled plastic like houses for goldfish and like the seaweed, fake seaweed that sits in little, aquariums like yours behind you. I didn't realize you were thinking of everything. This has got potential. Aquariums like to lead by example, and I think this would be a great way for them to do that. And Claudette will know we tried with sustainable seafood to try and push all the cafes at the aquarium to use sustainable seafood to lead by example. And it's a process, but it's something they are definitely willing to jump on board to be the leaders in this area. And I think your product, by a different name, could be it. How good was that, Claudette?
Oh my mind and brain has just officially been blown. I have got so many questions, and obviously we'll take this offline, but it sounds like you're fairly serious about taking this to the next stage.
Yep.
So my very abridged feedback for now, but we will continue the discussion, is that I am going to immediately introduce you to the Ocean Impact Org boys and get you into their innovators network to see how they might be able to support you to take this to the next stage, because you've got prototypes, you've got everything.
You've got data. You've got like legit, I put it into action, 2 months worth of data.
Yeah.
I know how big this hobbyist aquarium industry, it's enormous. If it's enough to sort of wipe out Nemo's post, Finding Nemo, that's effectively what happened. It's a huge industry. And if there's nothing like this already, the market is enormous for you. So you're amazing.
I just want to point out, Tarun, all the comments saying just that you've blown their minds, and how infectious you are with your passion. You can read your passion just in the way that you talk and the way you express yourself. You can tell that fish just means so much to you, and the way that you make us feel that as well. Like, you are just infectious. You're one of the most outgoing people we've ever had in Ocean Youth. As much as we love everyone who we've had in Ocean Youth, like
Liam Sharkey, sorry, keep going.
You're just probably the most outgoing Ocean Youth ambassador that I've ever met, in terms of your charisma and your just eagerness. So congratulations on getting your prototypes done. That's incredible.
Great.
Thank you.
It's great. It's an amazing idea. It's an amazing concept, and it's being sold by a legitimate conservationist. So amazing, Taryn. You've blown all our minds. I mean, everyone has tonight, but we're all sitting here going, why is this not a thing? This needs to be a thing. And I think you found that niche spot. You found that opening in the market. Everyone really has tonight. But this one especially links in so well with the industry itself. It seems silly for it not to be happening already. So we're definitely going to get you in talks with Claudette, who's going to get you in talks with Nick, and fingers crossed, we will get you moving. And one day you will get that job at the aquarium, I promise.
Oh, you'll be bigger than that, honestly.
You'll own the aquarium.
Your aquarium will be one of your clients.
Yay.
Saying something. Oh, when you were saying about delivering fish as well, that does happen at the aquarium, just so you know. We can ring people and get fish delivered on our doorstep too, which is really cool. So enjoy it.